Hi, howdy, and welcome to another little lunchtime with Blake situation. Today is kind of a boring video. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm having Taco Bell, and before anybody's like, Blake, one of your last ones was also Taco Bell. In my defense, I recorded that one over a month ago, and I have not had Taco Bell since I recorded that video. So I've been craving Taco Bell like crazy, and I'm going to have some. And I will admit, this is kind of the lazy thing. I'm not trying anything new. I'm literally having the exact burritos that I had last time, except for last time I added beans because I got... what are they called? They're called like super beefy burritos or something like that. They're on their craving menu. There are some cheesy beefy burritos. And if you get them with beans, they're practically the 5-layer beefy burrito. And last time I got them, I was like, okay, now I need to get them without the beans though to see what the difference is. So I quite literally have one of the cheapest burritos that they sell. And I got 3 of them. And I'm insanely excited. Also, they now have like energy drink refreshers. Not good. Would not recommend. This was like $4.49. First of all, their smallest size. Okay, Taco Bell, count your fucking days. But also, this is a pineapple Rockstar refresher or whatever. You could just get a regular energy drink that's pineapple flavored and it'll be 10 times better than this. But since, like I said, I spent $4 on it, I am finishing it. I'm gonna have the entire thing. I don't care. Look at how fucking long this is. Instead of being like a thick boy like I'm used to, this is a long one. That's strange. But anyways, cheers, first bite. I'm gonna keep it real with you. These burritos are fucking incredible. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. I know a lot of people hate Taco Bell. This one in particular, fantastic. It's so good. I figured out the name of the burrito because it's on the wrap. It's a cheesy double beef burrito. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's really good. So I've almost absolutely devoured this burrito. But that being said, very delicious, very yummy, very fantastic. The thing that I've been thinking about the entire time I've been eating this burrito, part of the reason I've been craving Taco Bell is there's a guy who's doing a little series where he's eating every single menu item at Taco Bell in the least amount of bites as possible. And he's eating some of these burritos in like 2 bites. And like, I'm having this burrito, and obviously I'm having it very leisurely. I'm not trying to eat it in as few bites as possible. But like, I couldn't imagine eating this burrito in less than 4 bites. So for this next one, I'm going to do something stupid. The next burrito, I'm going to try to eat it in as little bites as possible. And I've got a feeling I'm going to regret that decision. Anyways, this is not the last bite of this one. I don't know why I'm waving at you like it is. Hold up. I wanted to enjoy the last little small bites before I try shoving the whole burrito down my throat. I feel like that's appropriate right now. Okay. Now, the only thing that sucks about this, usually I'll take a small bite and then put sauce on it. My first bite's going to have to go sauceless, but I'm very intrigued to see if I can do this. Holy shit. This one feels huge. Okay, this one feels slightly smaller than the other one. We're going to rock with this one. Like I said, trying to do this in as few bites as possible. The guy who I've watched would take a burrito like this and eat it in 2 bites. Yeah, there's no way in hell. It's like bigger than my fucking head. How the fuck do people do that? Anyways, like I said, as little bites as possible. Do we want to do an over-under? Do you think I could do it in less than 4 bites? Part of me is thinking I could do it in less than 4 bites. We're going to attempt it. Anyways, drop your guesses below. Over, under 3.5. That's the number. So if you think I could do it in 4 bites or more, you would do over. Why am I mansplaining over under C right now? I am so sorry. I am very tired. Anyways, actually, let me have some of this before I regret every life decision I've ever made. Also, after this one, I think I have a life update to tell you. So, cheers. That was weak. I'm not gonna lie, that was a weak ass first bite. I still have like a quarter. I took like maybe a quarter out of it. So we'll see if I can somehow clutch up with these last 2 bites. But I got a feeling it's not super likely. I will say the first bite's got to be the hardest because you're just getting a giant mouthful of tortilla. I don't know. Let's try this. This is going to be disturbing in advance. I'm so sorry. Also, I mentioned this the last time I did one of these Taco Bell videos. I get mild sauce because I think that that's the best flavor, not because I'm a chicken shit. I just genuinely think, like, this sauce just tastes good. Like, I really like this sauce. Anyways, I think I can do this last one in 1 bite. Maybe I'm way too optimistic right here, but I really think if I just, like, shove it in there, I can do this. I can do this. I believe in myself. I can do this. I'm sorry for anybody who took the over. You're about to look foolish. Or I am. This is gonna be fun. Let's try it. Okay. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm a failure. Look at that tiny little piece that I have left. If my first bite was just slightly better, I could have done it. Should I try again with the last burrito? I don't know, because that means I'm kind of going to speedrun this video, and I didn't want to necessarily speedrun this video, but also, I was starving, so I did need these burritos. Like, this was a must, for sure. I know, but I also wanted to give you guys a little life update. You know what? We are going to attempt it with that last burrito, and then we're going to do... I'm going to give myself time to breathe in between those giant-ass bites. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, last bite of burrito number 2. Okay, so we might regret this decision. I'm fairly confident I could eat this in 3 bites. So that's what we're going to attempt here. The first bite needs to be gigantic, and I don't know how I feel about me trying to get a gigantic bite in this one. Also, this one, I don't know if it's that obvious. It's noticeably thicker. So we're going to attempt it. God, is it bad that I'm scared, actually? Like, I'm terrified. How am I going to do this? I don't know. I will say this. Regardless, I think my second bite needs to be the biggest bite because that tortilla is like, that's really chewy. Like, you don't realize it until like it's fully in your mouth, but like that's a lot to just chew on and devour. But like I said, we're gonna try this in 3 bites, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of a little life update in between the bites. So cheers, let's do this. That was a big bite. I felt really good about that. The second bite is going to have to be more than half of what this currently is because I don't fully trust that I can do that last bit again. So, this next bite needs to be huge, and it's going to be a big winner. And speaking of a big winner, that actually doesn't, that's not a transition, actually. I don't know where I was going with that. The little life update I wanted to give you guys, the last time I made one of these videos, and it was eating Taco Bell, like I said, like a couple weeks ago is when it was released. I was talking about how I'm potentially going to be getting a house with my sister, and it looks like we might have potentially gotten a lock on a house. We are under contract for a specific house. They're currently doing all the like inspections and stuff like that to make sure it's livable, we can get insurance and all that jazz. But if everything works out, we're going to be potentially homeowners starting in August. Very excited about that. I think that that's going to be awesome. And one thing that I'm really excited about, originally I wasn't going to be putting my name on the lease. It was just going to be her house. I was just going to be living in it. We ended up having to put our like banking accounts and stuff together, and apparently my credit score actually really helped us in being able to be approved for the budget that we got. So I'm really excited. It's going to be a beautiful house, and I'm going to start making videos in it as soon as I can. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, that being said, bite number 2, this has to be huge, and I'm not entirely sure I can do it, but I'm confident. I'm confident I can get down to like right here or something. We got this. Was that little second bite that I took, was that a foul? Did I fail? Am I a failure? Did I not get this? I have no idea. I left way more than I wanted there to be in this. I'm terrified, but we're going to attempt it in a second. This is giving me flashbacks. For people who do not know, I once I came in second place in a taco eating contest. It was Cinco de Mayo. Me and my friend were at a little trampoline park doing a Fortnite tournament. Yeah, this was probably about like 8 years ago, something like that. We were doing a little bit of a Fortnite tournament thing, and because we had the wristbands for that Fortnite tournament, like I said, we're in a trampoline park doing a Fortnite tournament. And then I joined a taco eating contest. What the fuck? This sounds like a fever dream of a goddamn situation. But either way, we were playing this little Fortnite tournament, and they came into the room, and they're like, hey, since you guys paid extra so that you guys could be a part of this tournament, we're about to host a taco eating contest, and if you want, you could also participate in that. And me and my friend were both kind of like, I don't know. And he was like, wait, free tacos? And we had just had McDonald's like maybe an hour ago, and he was like, maybe you should do it. It's free tacos if nothing else. And he was like, he knows I'm kind of a big eater. I have like a pit for a stomach. And he was like, you should do it. I feel like it'll be fun. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do this. Not knowing that the number one prize won free, what's it called? Jumping for the rest of the year. Or I think it was like a whole year. You get a whole year of being able to go to that trampoline park for free, right? The person in second place gets a, what's it called? Giant inflatable Pegasus. That's like a giant raft. Can fit 8 adult human in it. It's pretty freaking sick. And then the person who comes in last place, I think, got an Xbox One or something like that. And I joined it just kind of for shits and giggles. I came in second place, so I got a giant inflatable Pegasus that was like $800 in value. Coolest fucking thing I've ever done in my life. I don't care what anybody else says. Anyways, now that I've potentially bought myself enough time, we're going to see if we can do the rest of this in one bite. I'm a little scared. I'm not quite sure I can do it. We're going to attempt it. Or die trying. I shouldn't say that because I can actually choke. Anyways, cheers. I have regrets. I have regrets. Regrets. I have a few. Anyways, we're good. Okay. That sucks. That was really bad. I would not recommend doing that. Why do people do that? That hurt. My stomach, much more pain than it usually is after having Taco Bell. But let's be fair, Taco Bell, it's a little bit of pain usually. that was rough. I don't think I like that. I think I regret everything about what I just did there. That was a fun time. I think I'm gonna go disappear now. Maybe vomit. That was actually really good for somebody who has a really bad gag reflex. Like, I can't put things in my mouth for shit. Like, I'm really bad at putting things in my mouth, typically speaking. But yeah, that was it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming by and checking it out. I try to do these every Friday, so if you liked it, feel free to stick around. I'll probably potentially have one out again next week. Hopefully not Taco Bell this time. I'm working on it, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, that being said, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming by and checking it out. I love and appreciate you guys so much for watching. And if you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bow, bow, bow.